Starting virtual assistants as a complete beginner is very challenging, and that is why you need to have the right approach when you are just getting started. Because if you have the wrong approach to virtual assistants, it's easy to lose motivation and end up giving up before you find your first client. When I got started, it took me around 3 months to find my first client, and there were times when I wanted to give up because I couldn't find my first client. I was struggling, putting in a lot of hours trying to find a client, and I couldn't find a client. And the major thing that stopped me from giving up was because I really needed it to work. So without a doubt, I personally know how hard and how challenging it is for complete beginners getting started in virtual assistants. In today's video, I will share with you 4 ways to approach virtual assistants in order to stay motivated and avoid burnout. The very first thing you should do is you should be realistic about your input. What I mean is, if you have a full-time job or if you are in school right now, the amount of time that you have available cannot be the same as someone who doesn't have a job and they already finished school or they are not going to school. So if you are not realistic about the time you have in hand, then you can easily burn yourself out. If you have a full-time job, you leave to your job maybe around 9 a.m. and you close at 5 p.m., then the time you have is really before you go to your job and after you close. And if you plan to do anything outside of this time frame before you go to work and after you close, then you might be setting yourself up for burning out. Same thing applies if you are in school. If you have this plan, you know the amount of time you have in a day. You know I have to do this and that, and this and that will take me X amount of hours, and the only hours I have left is maybe 4 hours in a day. That is the amount of time you can invest in virtual assistants. Then you do all your planning within 4 hours before you go to work or before you go to school. And after you close, you set aside some time into learning, you set aside some time into practicing, you set aside some time into improving your portfolio, and you set aside some time into applying for jobs, sending proposals, cold outreach. You need to have this plan. If you have this plan, if you have a clear plan of the time that you can invest in virtual assistants, the times that does not conflict with other activities that you must do, then you are avoiding burning out. And this is very important. It will take you time before you find your first client. And if you don't have this clear plan of I will do this, I will do this, I will do that, I will invest X amount of hours doing this, I will put X amount of hours doing that, it will be easy really to either burn out. So the first thing you should do now is make a plan. How many hours can you invest in virtual assistants every day? It will take you time to find your first client. So that is why it's very important to have this clear expectation. You are going to work on your virtual assistant business for X amount of hours every single day. And if you make it into a habit, you are going to work on your virtual assistant from this time to that time, then it will be a lot easier for you to manage your work. It will be a lot easier for you to improve your skills. It will be a lot easier for you to find your client. And when you find your first client, then you can reevaluate the time you put into work. You can reevaluate the time you put into practice, the time you put into finding client, and the time you put into doing the actual work for client. Okay, the second thing that you need to do after you have a clear plan of the time that you can invest in virtual assistants is set a realistic expectation. Don't start virtual assistants with the expectation of finding a client by this date or by how many number of days. That you cannot control that. If you focus on something that you cannot control, that is an easy way to lose motivation. It might take you 1 week to find your first client, and it could take you 6 months to find your first client. So that is why the first step is important. You set aside the time that you will be working on your virtual assistant career, and you are investing the time every single day doing the work, learning the skills, practicing, improving yourself. You make it a habit to do all that, then you are preventing yourself from losing motivation. Okay, the next thing that you need to do is prioritize your actions. When you are just getting started, there are a lot of things that you need to do. You need to learn the skills to start offering. You need to create a portfolio. You need to learn how to write a proposal. You need to practice your skills. You need to create your account on a freelancing platform. You need to learn cold outreach. So there are a lot of things. And in order to really execute, to take actions, to do the things you need to do, you have to prioritize what is the most important thing you can do right now. That is what you are going to focus on. There are a lot of things to do. You can build a website. You can build a brand on social media. There are a lot of things. But are those things going to be what you need when you are just getting started? And a lot of things, the answer is going to be no. So that is why when you are just getting started, you need to prioritize your actions. Focus on doing only the things that are going to find you your first client. After you find your first client and your second client, then you can reevaluate what you do. And if you have the time to invest into doing other long-term plan stuff, then you can do that. But when you are just getting started, your main focus should be finding your first client. And any action that is not going to help you find your first client fast, that shouldn't be among your priorities. Create an account on a freelancing platform. And there are a lot of freelancing platforms, a lot of them. So focus on only Upwork and Fiverr. When you create your account on Upwork and Fiverr, you create your gig, you start sending proposals, and then you put time into learning how to do cold outreach. You find people who are going to be interested in your services, and you send them an email to introduce yourself and the services you offer to them. Those are going to be the things you should focus on. Any other things could just be a distraction. You need to prioritize your actions and avoid any form of distraction. Okay, the next thing is very important. It is really what helped me really succeed in virtual assistance. And that is always remember what you are running from and what you are running toward. This really kept me motivated. And this is one of the major reasons why I never gave up. What are you running away from? Personally, when I started, I was making 40 to 45,000 naira per month. And that wasn't enough. I need to find a better way to take care of myself and my family. And so that is what I am running toward. I am looking for a way to take care of myself and my family. And I am running away from the life I am living with 40,000 naira per month. If you keep that in mind, that is going to be enough to keep you motivated and avoid giving up. So always remember what you are running from and where you are running toward. Try to even visualize how your life will be if you make it as a virtual assistant. This is going to help you stay motivated when it seems like nothing is working. Next, you can watch this video to learn why it took me 3 to 4 months to find my first client and what you should do also to improve your chances of finding your first client faster. If you find the video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.